Boy, what an interesting day. If you love talking about business, if you love business opportunities, the WWE has decided to move exclusively their streaming rights of the US of A to NBC Universal's Peacock streaming service. Wow. Sold it for a cool $1 billion. And it's kind of interesting when we look at this. Let me fix the lights. I don't like looking like a ghost. I don't like looking like Casper the ghost up in here, man. There we go. Much better. Much better. I don't look like Casper the effing ghost. But man, what a shocking turn of events for the WWE. I kind of had a feeling when Peacock was announced, they would be that one that would try to go after the WWE Network because they have great ties with WWE. WWE has been part of the NBC Universal banner for quite some time. So I kind of had a feeling, I was like, WWE is probably going to do something with Peacock because they have such a close relations with the NBC Universal banner. Sooner or later, once I saw that WWE Contact was going to be on Peacock, I was like, okay, there's something going. Earlier this month, not earlier this month, earlier this past week, NBC Sports folded and decided to go within Peacock. So, which means NBC Sports was like, we're done, no more. You want all the sports content, we are going into Peacock. And then also hockey's going to move to the USA Network and so on and so forth. This is where I was saying, okay, something's going to happen with the WWE sooner rather than later. And when you look at WWE and the hours and hours of content that they offer, if you're NBC Universal, you want to try to lock something up, especially for the US demographic, and they locked it up. They decided to pay WWE billions of dollars for exclusive streaming rights starting in March for the Peacock app. Let's give a moment of silence to the WWE Network for us United States of America's consumers. All right, that moment is done. But really, to be honest, when we look at it here, this was a good move business-wise from WWE. Let's talk about the WWE Network first as a whole. Shout out to John Gore in the chat. I see you, my friend. I'm sorry for your pain that Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown playing in Super Bowl. Oh, I had to, John. I'm sorry, you're a Steelers fan. But oh god. But anyways, let's talk about the WWE Network. First of all, we have to just say it. No matter how much you want to defend the network, how much you want to talk about the network, you just have to say it. It was a failure. Let's just go and say it was a failure. Let's give WWE Network a big fat L, because that's what the WWE Network was. For us hardcore wrestling fans, for us wrestling fans that eat, breathe, and sleep professional wrestling, you loved it. You got your professional wrestling on a weekly basis. It was a good concept. I'll give WWE props on this. When no one else wanted to get into the streaming platform, when everyone else was kind of saying, oh, streaming, what's this? Oh, no way will that go down. The WWE said, screw it. We're going to have our own network. We're going to be visionaries, and we're going to be the ones to test out this platform. And I'll give WWE props for being brave and entering that platform. But the problem was with the WWE Network is this. You see, the WWE jumped in way too early when it came to the streaming platform. Look, they saw that pay-per-view sales were declining. There's no way with the current pay-per-view model, how it was, that the WWE would have seen a financial increase with it. There was just absolutely no way possible, because the WWE Network was going to give you the pay-per-views for $9.99 a month. WWE felt, hey, if we give them a main thing that a lot of people watch us for $9.99, people will subscribe to us. Not to mention all the content that we have, the video library that we have. So when it comes down to it with the WWE Network, it was smart in theory. The WWE had a good idea, but they didn't execute it right. Because here's the thing. If any of you guys are subscribed to any of the other networks or Hulu or Netflix or anything like that, you know with Hulu, Netflix, and stuff, they put content right away. You get what you're looking for right away. And especially if you're someone that is subscribed to ESPN Plus or anything of that nature, you get what you want right away. So when you look at it like this, with ESPN Plus, you can watch live basketball games as long as you have a cable provider. You can watch live basketball games on ESPN Plus. Heck, with ESPN Plus, you can watch live soccer games. You can watch live events. And the network, yes, gave us live events, but when you think about it, if you're someone that is saying, "Oh, I get to watch all WWE content for free live," wouldn't you think you also get to watch Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown? Nope, you don't get those live. Sorry, those aren't live for you. You have to still have a cable subscription network. You can watch them a week later or a month later when the networks say it's okay for us to put it on the TV, but you don't get it live. And so that hurt the network right off the bat, at least to me as a consumer. Because how are you going to have it where you're saying you can watch every WWE event live, but we can't watch the main weekly shows live and we can't watch Raw or SmackDown? That makes no sense to me. Not to mention, they bragged about the video library having all WCW and ECW and all these other junks coming in. And guess what? WCW and ECW, like, we didn't get those until, like, what, 2-3 years after the network was out? That's the thing. Like, you took too long to give out the content. You took too long to actually push out what a lot of people were looking forward to. Because you could have gotten new people to subscribe to the WWE Network. You could have gotten a lot of people to be interested in the WWE Network, even if they're not necessarily WWE fans. But the problem is the price point for it was just a little bit ridiculous just for professional wrestling, and also just for the fact that there wasn't even like a tier option. Like, there was talks about WWE like expanding the price for the network, but they never thought about like, hey, how about we just have a tier option where, you know, $9.99 you get the pay-per-views, you get everything live. Maybe $5.99 you get whatever the archive is. You can enter the archive or anything like that. They never really thought of it like that. They really just thought, hey, it's WWE and their delusional mindset where they say, hey, we're WWE. We're the World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated. We can do whatever the F we want. What's up, Comedic Genius? What's up, J-Mac? And what's up, Isaac Barak in the chat? How you guys doing? I want you to hear your guys' thoughts also, too, on the Peacock and WWE deal. I think it's a very interesting deal. And I'm sorry if you heard, like, a lot of licking in the background. My dog, she does it. This dog back here, I call it the worst timing dog. Every time when I have to do something, she's always barking. She does something. So I was like, God dang, I really want to knock out this stream and talk about the network and Peacock and stuff. And then she's over here licking up a freaking storm. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, why now? Why can't you lick later? Like, watch, she's going to start barking soon. That's what this dog likes to do. She likes to bark and stuff like that. But, yeah, so I'm going to share this real quick to the Twitterverse and stuff like that. We're going to share this real quick. We're going to share this real quick and stuff like that. All right. Perfect. Shared. Awesome. But yeah, so when it comes down to it, the WWE Network, it just didn't have the options of, you know, people who weren't wrestling fans or to get disenfranchised fans to actually subscribe to the network. $9.99 is pretty steep. Let's be real. $9.99 is pretty steep because I'm going to compare other services that are $9.99, like Disney Plus, $9.99. Okay, well, you get all this content from Disney Plus. HBO Max, around that same price point, $7.99. Look at the content you get with HBO Max. The WWE Network, all they really had content-wise was the pay-per-views. Like, they were literally saying the pay-per-views are the main sell. And a lot of those under-delivered and stunk. And then it didn't help any matters either with the WWE Network where, you know, loyal subscribers like myself or many others who are probably watching this via the playback or live were subscribed to this damn thing for years and years on end. But new subscribers, if you subscribe today, you get 1 penny. You just have to put in $1.99 and you get WrestleMania and all these pay-per-views for free. And I'm like saying to myself, wait, so for me, it's just so that way your numbers look good for the shareholders. So that way you guys cannot admit that this is an abysmal disaster. Because here's the thing. The network hit 1 million subscribers. Great. Awesome. Congratulations, WWE. You hit 1 million subscribers with your streaming service. But guess what? That doesn't matter. So what? You hit 1 million subscriptions on your streaming service. You look at your YouTube. What does the WWE YouTube have in terms of subscriptions, man? Like, they have to have like a lot. Let me go ahead and check the the live chat, because like sometimes YouTube doesn't show the chat updating. But let me check the WWE YouTube channel and see how much they have subscription wise. They have 72.4 million subscribers on the WWE YouTube. 72.4 million subscribers. And you're telling me you can transition a good amount of those people. Like here's the thing. Is there WWE Network numbers up here? Is there WWE Network numbers? WWE Network streaming subscribers. Let me see if you can look that up, actually. Let me see if you can actually look for the subscribers. All right. So this is from recently. 1.59 million subscribers for the WWE Network. And let's keep in mind that's their number. 1.59 million subscribers. And then how many people, let's be real, how many people also share their networks with other human beings? Because I share my network with other human beings and they use my network. I ain't afraid to admit it. So I share their network with other human beings. And these people, they count maybe for like 4 or 5 people. Because the network, like, it's one of those account services like Netflix, for example. There's so many people who share Netflix accounts with other people. The WWE Network tried their best to try to shut down the whole like sharing account scene, but it failed. It ultimately failed. Like they didn't do a good job with that. So when it comes down to it, the network kind of was just a bust. 1.59 million subscribers. You have 72 million on your YouTube. You're telling me you couldn't convert a good amount of those people to your network? Something that they care about, professional wrestling? Not good. And also the shows they offered just weren't there. Like, dude, like ride along. Instead of like having it where it's actually just them on the road and we're hearing actual conversations, no, let's just force them to play stupid games and stuff like that. Like no one cares, dog. Like if I really wanted to watch that shit, I would have just I would have watched Carpool Karaoke and stuff. Oh, Camp WWE stunk. Too Hot to Handle stunk. They had like the top 10, which was like their best show when they first came out, and they revamped it to the list. Like that's the thing, man. The WWE Network just didn't provide any value for non-wrestling fans and for wrestling fans to actually want to commit. Like they didn't want people to actually commit to like the WWE Network. Like why would anyone? Like for me, for example, I paid $9.99 for the network for years. Why? Well, mostly because, I just, I'm not really the best with money. I'm not going to lie. But also, too, it's just like other people use my network. I watch the pay-per-views every single month. Sometimes I will watch old devices and stuff like that. But for the most part, I watch the network. I could have easily unsubscribed, but it didn't matter because I would never get the new subscriber price. I would never get the new subscriber like, oh, yeah. Hey, Chase, thanks for being a new subscriber. Thanks for resubscribing. You get the network for $1.99. That's another thing. I just felt like with the WWE Network, they're so enamored of trying to get new people. They never really rewarded the people who are loyal to it or actually were like, hey, we're actually paying $9.99. Like, just imagine if you're paying $9.99 for WrestleMania and Joe Schmo is paying $1.99. Like, that shit kind of hurts a little bit, man. But yeah, so the WWE Network is now moving to Peacock. And what does this mean now for Peacock, man? What's this mean with this whole Peacock business? Because that's the thing a lot of people need to look up here is that Peacock is now taking over with the WWE. And is this a good or bad thing in the long run? Now, right now, initial investments, it's good. WWE got $1 billion. They're going to a big streaming platform, which, by the way, bought the rights to The Office. So I don't know if that matters to anything, but buying the rights to The Office and having it where it's like The Office, that's the only way you can watch The Office. Now you're going to a streaming platform that's bigger than your own little silly WWE Network. Vince is still going to be able to double dip with the UK, Canadian versions of the WWE Network, like the international versions of the WWE Network. And not only that, Peacock, now they have a live sports advantage. I feel like this is something where Vince definitely talked to Dana White and said, hey, how's that ESPN Plus deal going? And Dana pretty much blew it up smoke, saying, look, numbers have never been better. Business has never been better. We're just kicking ass on all fronts. Vince McMahon was saying to himself, because here's the thing. If the WWE Network could have it where you could show Raw live on there, show SmackDown live on there, and you can be able to like connect to all these other channels and be able to see these events live, it would actually work out. But the problem is there's way too many TV networks involved. There's no way in heck WWE would get the approval from Fox to show SmackDown live on the network, because that would hurt Fox's rating for it. There's no way in heck WWE would convince NBC to say, hey, let's show Monday Night Raw for 3 hours on the network. There's no way. Now the WWE is like, we need a new home. Because let's face it, Peacock, people get it free with their cable provider. If they're, I believe, a Comcast or Xfinity or anything like that. So you get that for free. So when you get that for free, and you know for a fact that you're going to put hours and hours of content, maybe this will help to disenfranchise a wrestling fan. Someone who hasn't watched wrestling for years, and it happens, man. Professional wrestling, it's like that one drug, man. You could literally be off of it, and then all of a sudden, just one whip of it, you just get one glance, and you're like, oh man, why haven't I watched this in a while? This shit's awesome. That's all it takes. And especially now that a lot of people do have the Peacock and you're promoting WrestleMania, one of the events that most casuals do tune back into, now you get more casuals wanting to watch it. It's a win-win-win type of situation for Vince McMahon. You got paid to have your hours of content on another streaming platform. You don't have to lose money anymore with the WWE Network. Hey, you're still earning money from the UK and the Canadian WWE Network because they don't have Peacock over there. You're pretty much just saying, hey, we're doing what the UFC did. We're taking their model and making it better. And heck, Peacock's cheaper. That's one thing. Peacock's cheaper. To get WWE Network, if you want to watch a WWE on Peacock, you just have to pay $5. That's it. $5. You get advertisements, sure, but, I don't think advertisements are that bad. Not that big of a deal. Heck, if you really want no ads, $9.99. You were paying it before, but at least now when you're paying $9.99 for Peacock, you're not just getting WWE. You're not just getting WWE. You're getting NBC. You're getting the whole NBC catalog. So that's why I try to tell people, it's like, this is not like it's like, oh, I'm paying $9.99 and I'm getting WWE Legends House. No, you're getting Psych, you're getting Monk, you're getting The Office, you're getting all these NBC shows. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think, is an NBC show. You get I think This Is Us. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting a lot of content there. Blacklist, that's a good show. Watch it. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell people. This is a win for WWE. They get, now their product on a bigger platform. The question is, moving forward, is how does Peacock react to it? Like, does Peacock get greedy here? Do they see themselves as, hey, now we have WrestleMania, we're going to charge extra for WrestleMania? Will they go down that route? Because here's the one thing. I'm a wrestling fan. I think we're all wrestling fans in this chat. We all can admit wrestling fans are pretty cheap. I can't tell you how I have, seen in the replies of people saying they can't afford the network. And I'm flabbergasted a little bit. And maybe I'm a little bit spoiled, but I'm flabbergasted where some people are saying they can't afford the network. Even if it's for a new subscriber and they can make a fake credit card and do all that. I'm always just shocked when I hear people say they can't afford the network. I'm like, it's $9.99. And even then, if you have a homie that has a network, why don't you hit them up and say, hey, can I get your password? you know what I'm saying? Why can't you hit the homie up and say, hey, can I get your password? Like that to me is where it's like, it's not like you're paying $50 for it. $50, I understand. $50, especially if you're a person with a family, $50 right there is like a meal for your family. All right. But $9.99, I'm like, dude, that's like a Subway. That's like maybe a meal at Subway or an expensive sandwich place. That can't be afforded. I don't know. Maybe I'm being insensitive to that situation. If I am, I do apologize. But that's how I feel. By the way, we have 17 people in here. Only 4 likes. Get these likes up, people. I want to see at least 10. Let's get 10 likes. The more likes, the more viewers, the more friends, and to chase all of our live streams. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, that to me is like with Peacock. I wonder if they're going to go down the ESPN Plus model and start charging more for the pay-per-views. Like, will they test it with WrestleMania be night 1 and night 2? I would say this: if I was someone that was forming the pay-per-view model, you think that Peacock will do it where it's $34.99 for night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania, and then you only pay like $15 for like one or the other, but they give you like a package? Do you see SummerSlam game? Because like I feel like they would do that route. I definitely feel like they would definitely go down that route. The one thing about Peacock that makes it harder though is especially for people who love to share their accounts. Peacock don't play no game, man. Like my family has Peacock, man. If you don't have a Peacock account, you can't play no games where you try to like watch TV on one TV. Like, oh, Peacock will shut it down. They'll be like, you're on a different device. You can't, like, they will shut it down. So yeah. But yeah, Peacock don't play no games, man. They really don't play no games when it comes to the streaming devices. But yeah, I'll be interested to see if Peacock will actually charge the big 4 pay-per-views. I'll actually be surprised, because for me, I just don't know, man. Like, it would be kind of risky doing that. But then again, what does Peacock care? They already have the content. They have WWE's exclusive rights. So what if a couple of fans are upset that they have to pay $40 to watch WrestleMania? That's how Peacock could view it. Hey man, we still give you all this content. If you don't want to watch it live, well, you could just watch it the next day. So you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how Peacock does moving forward. But ultimately, this is a win-win move for WWE and for Peacock. WWE gets on a bigger streaming network. It's just that the WWE Network, it was a failure. We just got to sit down and just admit it. It was a failure. It was a failure of a streaming service. Should have been a much better streaming service. It should have been a much better streaming platform. But ultimately, the WWE Network, it failed. It failed, and it failed hard. So rest in peace to the WWE Network. Send some questions in. After this, I gotta go do some more work and stuff. I decided to take a little break. Got to do my midterm. Got to do a couple of homework assignments. But yeah, dude, what the fuck is a Peacock? Peacock is NBC's streaming service. Because if you guys ever watch NBC, their little, I don't know if a lot of people know that their logo is supposed to be a peacock. Like that's like a peacock feathers. I don't know if people actually knew that's like a peacock's feathers. That's their logo. But yes, that's their logo. It's the peacock's feathers. That is their logo. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if any of you guys are in online classes, but man, online is just rough, dude. Like, it's just rough. And I had it where, like, from Tuesday to Thursday, I had no power, and it stunk, man, because I was just trying to get some, what's it called? I was just trying to get some homework done, man. But yeah, Conor or Zilla, who do I choose? Oh, I'm Godzilla all day, man. He's the king of the monsters. I ain't choosing no King Kong. He's just a monkey. Godzilla. He's like an atomic breathing dragon, dog. So what will happen to my account? Well, your Peacock or WWE Network account? Well, honestly, that's a great question. What does the WWE Network just still stay around? It's just that they don't post new stuff anymore. It's just archive stuff. No, because they said it was exclusive streaming rights. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, I think WWE Network in the US of A is done. Because if you're outside of the US, this doesn't affect you. Outside of the US of A, you're fine. If you're someone that lives somewhere with their own WWE Network, you're good. It's just if you're someone that relies on USA WWE Network, it's not so good. Wait for someone to make a Dalton Castle pun or joke about this. Dalton Castle. What happened? What do you do now? Oh yeah, his little peacock thingy bobber. Have you seen WandaVision yet? No, I'm gonna binge watch it. Don't spoil it, please. Do you think Mayweather will knock out Logan Paul on February 20th? I don't think there's a knockouts allowed on heel. I don't think there's knockouts allowed for the Mayweather Logan Paul fight. That is happening, huh? Yeah, online classes suck, man. What could this mean for SmackDown after the deal with Fox expires in 2024, or will it not matter much? Well, JC, it could matter. It just depends. Like, honestly, with the Fox deal, because Fox works closely with um, WWE, and you can tell that from how SmackDown is really well produced compared to Raw. For me personally, I would say Fox still sticks with WWE. I think if you look at Fox and what they put into it and the return they've got, I think they're pretty happy. I think if you're Fox, you're pretty happy with the return you're getting out of WWE. WWE averages as much ratings as baseball does when baseball gets primetime spots, so I don't see why you would be upset. It comes down to Disney ultimately. If Disney feels like WWE's worth it, I don't think NBC would be willing to pay as much as Fox is to put SmackDown on like NBC, because I feel like you got to put SmackDown on another big network. You can't put SmackDown back on USA. And if you're WWE and you hear they want to put SmackDown back on USA, you're saying, oh, no, we want to be on the big boy channel. The amount of effort they put into Fox, and especially with SmackDown, you can't have it where in 2024 all of a sudden the deal's up. And keep in mind, this is only a deal to 2025. The WWE Network might rear its ugly head again, might rise from the dead and stuff if it doesn't work with Peacock. But I feel like Peacock will be happy with the numbers that is going on and everything. So for me personally, I gotta say that I don't think it will affect it. I think Fox will still remain with WWE. And especially with SmackDown. So, yeah. Hey, Chase, what's your beef with the Chiefs? I'm a Chargers fan. Why would I like the Chiefs? I don't like the Chiefs. I'm a Chargers fan. Why would I support a team that's in my division? Like, that's like asking John in the chat, hey, John, why do you hate the Browns? He's a Steelers fan. I don't expect him to like the Browns. Maybe he'll go out there and say, yeah, you know what? I felt bad for many years for the Browns. So, sure, go win your Super Bowl. But still, no. Are wrestling fans considered the weirdest of the bunch after the Lacey Evans stockings video? Oh, God. I don't even want to talk. Like, honestly, I really don't want to talk about that because that shit was disturbing as hell. But, yeah, no, wrestling fans, they're I don't know, man. Wrestling fans, they're on another level, dude. They're on Super Saiyan 2 shit right there. In order to get fans to buy WrestleMania, what needs to happen in terms of matches? To buy WrestleMania, oh, man, you need some hardcore matches, man. Like honestly, wrestling fans are very like set in their ways. Like if they're gonna buy something, they're gonna buy something. WrestleMania is one of those events. I think many wrestling fans, especially when there was the older pay-per-view model, they didn't mind like saying, "Hey, I'll pay $50 for WrestleMania." Like they didn't mind that whatsoever. So that's why I don't think that people don't. I think people. I think people don't understand. Wrestling fans will buy WrestleMania regardless of the card. But for this year's WrestleMania, the card's so hard to predict, and especially because they might have limited capacity. So I can't really think of matches, to be honest, man. Oh, really? Jake Paul still talking shit to Conor? Why? He ain't gonna beat Conor McGregor, that's for sure. What do you think of season 4 of The Good Doctor? Xander, I'm so behind on Good Doctor, but I've heard some crazy shit about it. I'll tell you when I actually watch it. But I mean, Good Doctor is one of those shows I like binge watching. I love binge watching The Good Doctor, man. Because the fans, yeah. Change my mind. Tom Brady will retire at the age of 99. I think Brady EDP fanatic should just retire, man. Like after this Super Bowl, dude, how do you not retire if you go on this playoff run? The first time you've ever been on a wild card team, you survived that scrappy Washington game. You go on and you beat down Drew Brees. You embarrass Aaron Rodgers, and then you beat the next GOAT and Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. How the hell are you going to sit here and want to continue playing after that? Oh, I'm retiring. I'm retiring, shaking my hand with my damn 7 rings, and just accepting the fact that I'm the greatest of all time. And I'm like, there's no even question. They should just give him his gold jacket Like, just give Tom Brady his gold jacket if he wins ring number 7. You put the Hall of Fame ceremony there. Like, there's no question, man. So, yeah. Is it me or do I feel Drew McIntyre will go over Goldberg this Sunday? As you can see by my Goldberg shirt, I hope number 2 doesn't win. I want wrestling fans. Honestly, I just want to see the backlash. I'm a little trolly. I won't deny that. I'm a troll sometimes, but I do want to see the backlash. Goldberg being number 2. I do want to see that. Like, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. Drew's gonna win. It's gonna be a spear, Claymore, spear, Claymore match, and number 2 will win. And I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool, good for you, number 2. Number 1, the tribal chief, he didn't even want to think about this match. He said no, and everything like that. Is Conor McGregor and his Anderson Silva post Chris Weidman phase? Ooh, I don't know about that, man. I feel like McGregor still has more to offer than the table. I really do. I don't think McGregor is that done. I think once McGregor gets back into MMA style fighting, he will be much better up and down. Like Anderson, it was just more of like he couldn't take steroids or whatever supplements he was taking from like Canada or Mexico. He couldn't take those anymore to stay in the best shape of his life. I love Anderson. You guys know that. He's my favorite fighter of all time. But I have no problem. Like, look, Sammy Sosa is my favorite baseball player of all time, and he was on steroids. I take steroid Sammy Sosa over freaking I'm skinny and I can't do shit Sammy Sosa. So I don't care about steroids. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Okay, like you know what I'm saying. I'm not one of those people like steroids. Like I'm not someone who's like whining about steroids being bad. Like most human beings out there. Like it is what it is. These are performance enhancing drugs. If someone wants to educate me, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, can we agree wrestling fans are incel like? What's incel like? I don't know. Maybe my brain's not working this morning, but I've never heard that. Who has the biggest wasted potential in WWE recently? Aleister Black, right? I've been hearing this guy was the next Undertaker, and this motherfucker has just been useless. So I'll say Aleister Black. Is Jay White still with New Japan? I don't know. Nor do I care about Jay White. I really don't care about Jay White, but sure. Let's hope he's still with New Japan. Do you feel Dana White took a big L from Saturday night with McGregor's loss and his raging war against streamers? I think he took an L with the streamers for sure. He took a huge L with the streamers because his own stream wasn't working, so that looked bad. As far as the McGregor loss, he only lost out on the Khabib rematch. That's it. Like, he only lost out on having McGregor versus Khabib 2 being the biggest rematch of all time. That's it. Other than that, no, because he has Conor versus Poirier 3 lined up. He has Conor versus Nate 3. Heck, if Conor does come back and he goes on the tear, who knows? Maybe Khabib has a change of heart. That's the only thing he lost was the immediate money that Khabib versus Conor 2 would have made. That's it. Other than that, Dana's fine with Conor. Like, Conor can lose. Like, I think people don't understand. Conor McGregor can lose. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Do you think Tom Brady will become the greatest winner besides Yogi Berra and Bill Russell if he wins this Super Bowl? Oh, yeah, dude. Especially because it's in football, too. Like that's the thing. Football is one of those sports where it's the ultimate team game. And sometimes individual accomplishments, it's hard to imagine. Like for example, Peyton Manning has how many Super Bowls? 2. Aaron Rodgers only has 1 Super Bowl. 1 Super Bowl. Drew Brees, 1 Super Bowl. Like that's what people don't put into perspective. Brady has 7. Brady has somehow found a way to be a constant successful winner. Heck, even when Brady had 3 from the early 2000s, when they had those 3 Super Bowls from the early 2000s, people were automatically locking him into Hall of Fame. They were saying people were putting him in the GOAT discussion when he had 3. The fact that when he had this later career resurgence where he ended up winning an extra 3 was amazing to me. Because let's look at those Super Bowls where he won his other Super Bowls. Like, he had a drought for quite some time and everything. God, who did he beat? He beat the Falcons, the Rams, and he lost to the Eagles. But who did he beat? He beat one other team to end that Super Bowl drought. Because he had a drought for quite some time, man. Falcons, Rams. Oh, 51. Dude, I'm drawing a blank. Let me look at the Super Bowls, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank, dude. I know the Falcons and the Rams, but what was number 6? What was number 6? Let me look at 6, dude. Let me look at 6. I'm drawing a blank, dude. So, sometimes you get these Super Bowls and you're all confused, man. Let's see. Oh, the Seahawks. Okay, yeah, the Seahawks. The Malcolm Butler interception. I don't know how I forgot that one, but yeah, even before the Seahawks Super Bowl, people were clowning him as the GOAT. The Seahawks Super Bowl helped him out a little bit, and then the Falcons Super Bowl solidified it. The Rams Super Bowl was just icing on the cake. Like that's what people don't understand. 6 Super Bowls is insane. Like, this is not like the NBA where you have a superstar player and the superstar player can carry the team to win the championship. He literally has 6 Super Bowls and not he can't carry them on their own. So yeah, it's amazing to me, man. What happened with Chris Weidman? People figured out that he was just a generic wrestler with a generic power punch. That was it. Who do I want to win the Rumble? Roman Reigns. Simple, Justin. I just want the tribal chief to win everything. Number 2 loses to Goldberg. Roman's just embarrassed. He goes and he cuts a promo with the Universal title. Jey Uso's like, Yaus, I'm going to win the Rumble, Yaus. And then Roman's like, no, I take your spot. And then at the number 30, we hear, Burner. And then Roman comes out the Universal title, one by one eliminates people, points at the sign. And then Roman Reigns says, Drew, this is what I'm going to do. Night 1, I whoop your ass. Night 2, I whoop Goldberg's ass, and I become the undisputed champion. Perfect. You set up a good WrestleMania Night 1 main event. You have a good Night 2 main event. Mwah. Just saying. So yeah, I want Roman Reigns to win, dude. Fuck everyone else. So can't wish Daniel Bryan with women. No, Shinsuke. What the fuck? He won already. He didn't do shit. Cesaro? Get the fuck on out of here. We got the tribal chief. Are you even looking forward to the Rumble? Somewhat. Like the match itself, yeah. I like the Rumble match. It's just no crowd kind of takes it off a little bit, man. Why do fans claim Goldberg buries everyone, yet he's lost every WrestleMania, not 2004, and has also put over Care Bear? I don't remember him putting over Care Bear, but sure. But yeah, no, Goldberg doesn't bury everyone. WWE just sees value in Goldberg, and good for them. Why do incel means involuntary cellibate? Oh, okay. No, fuck Jay White, man. How are they going to do a Rumble match with Kobe going? That should be that. Yeah, that's the thing, man. They're putting. I don't know. AEW didn't they do a battle royale during COVID? So I don't know. We shouldn't really talking. Yeah, I listened to Undertaker on Joe Rogan's podcast. It was just them being alpha males. You know, Joe Rogan talked about bow hunting and working out, and there's not enough men in this world. Do you think the new weight gain for John Jones will slow him down? Well, it kind of did when he fought OSP. Remember that OSP fight? He was jacked and he was slowed down. Like, that was crazy. Oh, okay. Jeez, man. These wrestlers, man. Is it mirror does babyface Conor absolutely suck? Yeah, he needs to go back to heel Conor, dude. We need heel Conor back. We need heel Conor. Like next time he fights Poirier, he's like, hey Dustin, I tried your fucking hot sauce and it was fucking terrible. It had me doing the runs all day. I was shitting out fucking your hot sauce and through my fucking ass. You know, we just need him to shit on Dustin's hot sauce and then get into Dustin's head again and be like, we just need that. We like respectful Conor. It's not working. He thought he could kill Dustin with kindness. No, you gotta get Dustin riled up. You gotta get Dustin upset and stuff like that. And then maybe Conor pulls out some dirty shit. Like, that's not what you did with the Good Fight Foundation. You fucking lied to me. You said you were building a fucking school. You ended up using that money to buy that fucking mansion, and you're a fucking bum. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck, Conor? You know, like he needs to do that. He needs to do that again. He needs to go back to going crazy and stuff like that, man. Do you hope the XFL will last more next year under Dwayne Johnson's brass ring? Yeah, honestly, I think it's good for players who can't make it to the NFL. It's always like there's so many NBA players that see success overseas and playing there. I think it would be nice for the NFL players, those who struggle to make it in the league, to have another league to play in, So, yeah. What do you think of this idea? WWE charges $20 for the big pay-per-views like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank, and for the rest, they show it included on their Peacock tier. Well, I think that's probably an idea they'll go to, but I think $20 is too low. I think they would probably do something around the lines of $25 or $30, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, exactly. 6-3 in the Super Bowls. Yes, Seahawks. I can't believe I forgot the Seahawks game, man. Malcolm Butler came in. Now that Trump is out, who do you see being Colby Covington's next gimmick? Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the problem, dude. Covington lost his gimmick once Trump lost. Like now, Covington can't pull the like make America great again gimmick. I don't know, man. Maybe he goes in with Joe Biden. Maybe he loses the Republican fan base and he gets a Democratic fan base. He's like, guys, I was so wrong about Trump. He's a big piece of shit. Now it's time to support Sleepy Creepy Joe. Joe Biden is no longer Sleepy Creepy. I sat down with Joe Biden, and he's a great man, a great leader. Promises kept, promises earned. Donald Trump promised me, a room in the White House. I never got it. Joe Biden offered me a whole house. Like, he bought my house. He's going to make America better again. He's going to heal America. Look, I'm so sorry for what I said about Black Lives Matter. Like, he just goes full Democratic, and everyone's like, oh, Colby, what? that should be his gift. He either goes full Democrat or he just says, you know what, people think I'm a racist anyways. I won't fight any other white fighters. That's the only way he could do it. But I just feel like he should probably do what's it called? I think he should just do something else, man. Like, he should probably do the whole, like, I don't know, man. He doesn't really have his gimmick anymore. He can't. It's not the same, because if Trump was still president, it works. But him doing it, he just looks so stupid. Like, it just. I don't know. I don't feel enticed to watch a Colby interview and seeing what funny puns he has going on, man. Oh, I know, dude. All these casual fans, man. Oh, yeah. Brock winning would be cool for the Rumble. Oh, that's all right, man. Yeah, WrestleMania has been kind of a mess, man. The Hurricane to win the Rumble. What the fuck? No Hurricane. Yeah, no, Conor's not a boxer. He's a mixed martial artist. I don't know why Conor McGregor wants to box with everyone, dude. Like, it just makes no damn sense why Conor McGregor would want to box with everyone. Like, he should literally just go back to his team. Well, thank you, Justin. I try my best to do the Conor impression. Look, it's very good. It's very good when he's fighting. But after he fights, I lose the impression. I lose the gown and everything. I lose the little way that he says the words. But yeah, so. Do you believe with Conor losing, Masvidal losing, Nate losing, and Khabib retiring, this hurts the UFC? No. The UFC will still move along. Nate's fine. Like people love Nate Diaz. Like, Nate literally can say anything and people love it. They're like, oh, he's such a badass. Masvidal, the only thing that hurt Masvidal was the fact that he went, like, that was a problem. Masvidal went full fucking Trump supporting and stuff like that. So, like, that kind of hurt him for, like, a lot of casuals and stuff. Conor losing it, maybe you get a few less pay-per-view buys next time around, but it will still be over 1 million. Conor knows how to promote. And especially if Conor comes back as fucking Mystic Mac talking shit McGregor. Not like, oh, Dustin, I really want your hot sauce. like instead of talking about hot sauce and shit. Like, it's like he talks about how, like, he wants to fuck Tony Ferguson up and how Tony Ferguson is just a gangster ghetto guy from Oxnard or something, No, especially with this kid, man. Especially with his kids, yeah. Conor McGregor with his kids, man. All right, so let's see. Do you think the perception of fighters outside of UFC will change based on how well Chandler fought on Saturday? I think for some people, but not for most. I feel like a lot of people will sit there and say, look, Michael Chandler, he's always been a beast. People have been hyping Chandler up for so many years. It's not like Michael Chandler was just like some random nobody that no one knew who the hell he was. Like, people knew who the hell Michael Chandler was. Like, Michael Chandler was a dude that was respected by many, many people. So I do think that, like, a lot of people will sit here and it just depends, to be honest, on how long you've been in mixed martial arts. Yeah, UFC has better stars. It's just those stars don't draw like Conor or Ronda did. What Money in the Bank signing do you like the most this MLB signing do I like this offseason? Blue Jays, George Springer. What they signed? Oh yeah, they did. I liked what the Padres did, getting you Darvish, and I know it wasn't a signing, but I did like their aggressiveness of getting two top pitchers and Snell and Darvish. I really, really like that a lot. I feel like the Padres are definitely looking to say, hey, we got to compete with the Dodgers somehow, and getting two pitchers that can go on and play in a 7-game series for you, that's money right there. What do you think about Sting coming back to wrestle a match in AEW? Hey, it's his body, dude. Like, I really don't. Look, would I like Sting to retire? Absolutely. But who am I going to fucking tell Sting, like, hey, you can't fucking wrestle, you know? The guy knows his body better than anyone else. He ends his career and he loses his career because he wants to take a power bomb from Brian Cage, and so be it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I can't believe Sting is doing this. No, dude, like, fuck it. You know, if you want to see him wrestle, you want to see him wrestle. Do I personally want to see him wrestle? Am I buying Revolution because of Sting? No. Not going to buy Revolution because of Sting. I think I will skip Revolution as a whole. I don't really care for that match, but I'm not going to sit here and condemn the 52-year-old man when I'm 28 and he knows his body better than me. So yeah, I'm not going to condemn him, like, but I'm not going to care for it. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care that Sting has to freaking help Darby Allin too. Like, the fuck. Of all the fucks in the world, Darby Allin? Get out of here. Oh. Sorry if I have to lean in close. My vision is out of whack right now. Not enough carrots this morning. TKO or decision, how bad does Gilbert Burns dominate Usman? Decision. But I think Usman wins, honestly. I would like Burns to win. I think Burns is a problem, but I think Usman's going to win. What do you think about? Oh yeah, I read that one. Didn't say Covington was a liberal? Yeah, I think Covington really is a liberal. I think he just played the whole Trump gimmick, man. To be honest, because the one thing about liberals, they really know how to get under Republican skins, and it's kind of like in professional wrestling. You know, how nice people, they can actually play the best villains in professional wrestling because it's the only time they get to be bad. Liberals making fun of Republicans are it's pretty easy because that's the only time they can really do it because they can actually deep into their Republican waters. I feel like with Covington, he's a liberal and he decided, hey, fuck it, I'm just going to do this Trump gimmick. And he went on and he was a big time, you know, Donald Trump supporter, and he was sitting there and he was just soaking it in. So I just think he was faking it, honestly. It was just funny because it was just like people would get upset about it and write stupid articles about it. It was just like, dude, all you're doing is just like the MMA journalism really benefited off Colby Covington. They don't realize it. Michael Brantley. Where'd he go? I'm sorry, I'm here. I don't even know your teams. Like baseball. Like honestly, I only care about it in season. Off season wise, unless I hear like a huge moves, I'm like, ah. Will Izzy fight Yoel Romero style and get the belt via decision? Oh. Blachowicz actually moves forward. Yoel doesn't. Yoel's a counterpuncher for whatever reason. But yeah, I honestly, dude, Blachowicz is good, man. Like, I won't be surprised if Blachowicz blows everything up, man. I have a sneaking feeling about Jan Blachowicz, man. Like, I don't know. I just see the John Jones tweets going now, man. No, Conor thought because Conor didn't want to check kicks because if he checked the kicks, he would be open for a takedown. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Nero. Just have him kiss ass to the president. Nothing much, everything pro wrestling. How you been doing, man? You've been killing it lately. I've seen you, dog. I think UFC Prime interns or star. I think UFC Prime in terms of stars was like Anderson Silva days with Frank Mir and Forrest Griffin and Bisping. Yeah, those were the prime days of UFC for sure. I think Conor needs to be more active and needs to get his karate style. Yeah, he needs to go back to whatever he was doing like before he became a boxer because yeah, that karate style was different, man. He needs to look more relaxed in there and not keep his hands up so tight, man. What do you think about our tribal chief? I love Roman Reigns. He's my favorite. So yeah. No, Darby, I just don't understand the appeal of this Darby Allin character. Centrist. Covington is centrist. Oh, Astros and Texas Rangers and went to the Astros. Oh, Michael Brantley. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, sometimes you guys change your names, and so I forget that you guys have different names on YouTube. I don't even know how to change my name to YouTube on YouTube, man. It's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, I think this is good for the stream. Well, thank you guys for coming in. We'll do another live stream soon. Have yourself a good rest of your morning, guys. Find your way to be productive this awesome day. What am I doing to be productive? Going to kill out some schoolwork. Going to get some stuff done. Going to go on my 10,000 walk, and I'm going to do job number 2 later today. So thank you guys very much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Peacock is the way of the future.